Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ben, and I wanted to talk about something that's been very instrumental in my life and something that can help you immediately today if you have any problems in social situations or if you get really tense or nervous when going into situations where you might not be the most comfortable. And the tip that I'm going to give you is to physically take control of your body and relax it. So what I mean by this is you need to start being consciously aware of your body and what it does when you go into certain situations that make you tense or uncomfortable. So I used to notice that whenever I would go into a situation that might make me, nervous or like, oh shit, I gotta perform. I first notice, I'd go to my body and I notice, okay, are my shoulders tight? Am I clenching my butt? Am I breathing properly? Am I holding my stomach in? One of the first things I noticed was that I would always hold my stomach really tight, and I actually couldn't even breathe properly when I would encounter those stressful situations. So I used to be a server in a restaurant, and I'd go up to tables, and I noticed that the first couple tables of the night, I'd be, kind of relaxed and it'd be fine. And then my nerves kind of got to me later as it progressed further into the night, and I noticed my stomach would get really tight and my breathing would stop and I wouldn't be able to breathe deep. And that really prohibited just being able to talk naturally and spontaneously because I would hold my stomach so tight. And when you're restricting your body in those situations, then it's a lot harder to just be free-flowing and spontaneous and just let whatever comes out, to let it come out. And for me in particular, I noticed 3 areas that I've been working on for the last several years. And the first area is my stomach, like I mentioned, holding my stomach really tight, and also my shoulders. I noticed my shoulders would just raise. It's very, very you have to pay very close attention because it's very, it's hard to recognize because you have to be very conscious when you're in those situations. I can't find the right word for it, but you just have to recognize it. So your shoulders will go up and just the slightest bit, and that absolutely restricts the flow of your spontaneity in your body. If your shoulders are tight at all, then you're not going to be as loose and, free-flowing as you want to be. So you need to be consciously aware and hold your shoulders relaxed when you talk to other people or you're in those tense situations that might get your heart pumping a little bit. So make sure you just hold your shoulders loose, relax, and make sure you breathe deep and don't hold your stomach in. That's really important. And then the third area is your butt. Clenching your butt and holding it in is another area that gets restricted, at least for me. And I'm sure a lot of people deal with this who get nervous or tense in social situations. So also check your butt and make sure you're not holding it really tight. Those 3 areas are the biggest areas I notice in me, and I would definitely recommend that you start being more conscious of when you go into those situations. Go to your body and see where you're holding tension, because if you are totally tension-free and just at ease in your body completely, then all the nervousness and tenseness in your body will not show up. It will not manifest because your body cannot express those type of emotions when you're at a relaxed state. So, just picture yourself sleeping, waking up in the morning. When you're in bed relaxing, you cannot picture yourself as being nervous or, upset. Or maybe you're watching your favorite TV show. You're probably in a really good mood. You're relaxed. You're at ease. At that moment in time, you cannot physically be tense or nervous because you're so relaxed in your body, and because of that relaxation, it basically wards off any of those feelings. It's impossible to be in that state when you're already in a state of that relaxation. So what you need to do is start being aware and being conscious whenever you go into those situations that make you tense, and start physically controlling. You can actually do this. You can control how your body acts or reacts in situations. You can either let your body get tense and all tight, or you can physically and consciously relax it. And this has been like the number one game changer for me in my journey over the last couple of years of learning how to not be awkward and just be comfortable in social situations. This has been the game changer for me, because before I would always get tight. It was all unconscious behavior. I would always get tight in my body, and I never noticed it because it was just all unconscious behavior. It wasn't until I finally started looking at it in a conscious light that I realized, oh wow, my shoulders are actually getting really tight, and I noticed they're getting tense just very slightly, and also I wouldn't breathe deep and all that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to get across to you guys today. Just start being more consciously aware, and let me know how that goes for you. It's kind of like a habit you have to build. This is not a quick fix, overnight success deal. You have to really build a habit of going into your body when you're in those stressful situations. So I hope that helps you guys, and I will see you soon.